Hey, this is Sam, and I'm here to talk about 5 new features that we launched last month for ReelCrafter. Really exciting stuff. Normally I would write about it, but I'm just too lazy to write stuff out. So I'm doing a video instead, and I'm going to show you all the cool stuff so you can see it firsthand. Without further ado, let's dive in. All right, first up is the Partner Offers page. You can find it under the main menu, under Account, and then on the left here, Partner Offers. So these are services and products that we have vetted personally. Either I've used them or my peers and friends have used them. So basically no one can email us and say, hey, I'll pay you a bunch of money to show up on your perks page. We don't do that. So we want to make sure that everything that we offer our customers is valuable and basically not a scam. So these are the initial partners that we've launched with. There'll be more coming soon, hopefully. So stay tuned for that. All right, this next feature is a huge painkiller. It's been such a headache for like months for everybody. Basically, the problem is someone opens up your reel on their phone, usually on their phone, and they'll just put their phone aside. And next time they pick up their phone and load their browser up, it refreshes all the tabs, including the reel you sent, which creates an empty session on the dashboard, even though they're not doing anything. And sometimes you might get like 10, 20, 30 of those just cluttering up the dashboard. So we have a new feature now called tracking sensitivity that totally stops it from happening. Here's how it works. Just expand the share link, go to tracking, and there it is. And so what this does now, we used to have it off and on for tracking. Now there's off on activity, which basically it waits for like a keyboard keystroke or a mouse movement, or they're scrolling their screen, or they tap the screen on a tablet or a phone, and then it creates a session on the dashboard. This is the old setting for just like tracking on open. So as soon as they open the reel, it adds the session to the dashboard. So if you really want to know if they opened it, I would set this first. I usually do this myself on brand new reels that I'm sending to someone. I want to make sure they open it. I'll have it set here. But if I start getting like clutter, just empty sessions, I can come back into this share link and set that, and I'm good to go. Awesome. So here's a feature that nobody asked for, literally nobody. I built it for myself, and I think it's great, and maybe you will too. So here's what it is. My own pain point that I was solving here was if I have like 10 of these sessions and I just want to hide them all, I had to click Archive Session and then hit Archive and then repeat that like 10, 15 times. In a lot of cases, I would just leave it on the dashboard because it was such a pain, I didn't want to do it. So now there's a menu here, and in one click, well, 2 clicks, you can archive all sessions or you can archive all empty sessions. Super easy, just a nice quality of life update. We have session end time now and active time spent on reel. So how do these work? Session end time is basically when they close your reel. We do our best to capture that. It isn't always accurate. It might be missing in some cases. In some cases, it might be delayed by about 10 minutes. I won't get into the technical details behind that, but it's pretty close. And then active time spent on reel is basically how much time they're spending actually on your reel doing something. How do we calculate that? If your reel is open in a tab, we're basically running a timer. And if they switch to a different tab, then we stop the timer. If they go back to the reel, we restart the timer, et cetera, et cetera. Obviously, where this falls apart is if they have your reel open in a browser and they, switch over to Excel or something, the timer is going to keep running. We can't tell that they are not looking at the browser anymore. So it's not 100% accurate. It's just our best effort at trying to capture how much time is spent on your reel. Did I save the best feature for last? Heck yeah, I did. All right, check this out. This has been asked for years now. We finally have it. Custom freaking fonts. Here's how it works. Just edit your reel, click on Edit Theme, and you'll see it looks a little different than it used to. And down here we have fonts. So you might be tempted to jump in here and just go nuts, right? Pick Comic Sans, Papyrus, all your favorites. Guess what? They're not here. Why is that? Because Sarah is super picky about fonts. In case you don't know, she's an art director with like 20 plus years experience. So like if kerning is off on, an ad or a billboard, she goes nuts. So she handpicked all these fonts for you to use, and they all look nice. And, beyond picking just like a heading font and a body font, she actually picked pairings for you. So you can just go to presets and say, here's a modern font selection that pairs a certain heading and a body font that look nice together. So with this curated font set, it's pretty much impossible to make an ugly reel. Not that Comic Sans is ugly, it's just, a matter of preference. Let's check it out real quick. I'll go ahead and pick a font set for myself. I like Orbitron and Space Grotesque. I don't know why they call it grotesque. It's actually quite nice looking. Save changes and preview. And this is my reel with custom fonts. Custom heading font and body font. Very nice. And that's all for our April feature roundup. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Well, there's a thing I didn't want to say. Just comment. If you found this video helpful, let us know in the comments and we'll try to do more of them for you. Thanks for watching and see you next time.